Hey guys, William Murfitt here. Today we are looking at, you guessed it, gloves. So I've been sent two products, the Zoom Aqua Control and the Golfsnake glove. Both are available to buy on the market now. Both are very good gloves in their own right. Today we're going to look into them in a little bit more detail. So let's get involved. Okay, so as you can probably tell, I have a lot of gloves. I'm a very particular person in the way I've got big hands. I have to get big gloves, but I tend to like them a bit tight. So I get a smaller size, they stretch, and then they're no good for me. They wear out, and I like to change them. So I've been sent these two gloves. So what we're going to do is take a look at each pros and cons, and then we'll go from there. So the Golfsnake. Look at these ones first. This is the Golfsnake glove. It's very, very blue, as you can see. It has a nice fleecy sort of leather inside, white palm, and oh, like a glove. First impressions, it looks very, very bright, very in your face. I quite like that. I've now got used to the bright blue grips. I really do like this. The palm, I've used it for a few rounds now, as you can see. I've got a bit of dirt coming on my fingers there, bit on my palm. But it grips really, really well. It looks nice at address. The connection between my hand and the golf club is improved because of this grip here. Wouldn't really say these are best made clubs, as you can probably see by the stitching that's coming loose there, and when you wear it, it is nice. It's a nice fit on your palm, but actually it's quite loose on the back, so it can sort of have a bit of an overlap there. If I put it to the end of the Velcro, it just feels a bit baggy, a bit loose. You know what I mean? It's like an old person's skin. So it's great in the summer, this glove. It's great when it's cold. It's great when it's nice and warm. Having the fleece line, it's really soft in your hand. However, my hand does really sweat when I wear this. So it's maybe one for slightly cooler days. Probably not the height of the summer like we're currently having here in the UK. But again, it is a really nice, it's very sort of Bubba Watson-esque with the bright blue. But it's nice and comfortable, it gives you good grip, and that's probably what you want from a glove. Next up we have the Aqua Zoom. Now this here is a one-size-fits-all glove. So obviously I've got big hands, as you can tell, and when you put it up to it, you think there's absolutely no way this is going to get over my hand. But it's got a really cool and ingenious design here, and on the palm you can probably see better, it actually stretches to allow, so it's like a neoprene finish, and as I pull it on my hand, this panel here stretches out to allow that extra stretch, and that is a really tight fit, and because it's neoprene here, it's quite cooling. Grip, because I haven't got this section here gripped, I don't feel like the grip is maybe as good as it could be, but that's not to say it's not a bad grip. It's just something I'm very particular with, and I like to have it just the way I like it. So first impressions of this, again, it's quite poorly made. You've got, I don't know if you can see that there, you've got stitching coming loose, sort of bits that are not really sort of finished off right. But does that really affect it? No, it doesn't. It's just the stitching could come off altogether. It could be absolutely fine. It's just something that I've just noticed and I thought I'd share with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a few balls. I've got my net here. Now I have played a round of golf using each of the gloves. At the moment, this one here is topping it for me, for the feel, for the comfort. However, the one size fits all, it is very tight across the tips of my fingers. Now, I was hoping that would maybe ease off after, say, 2 or 3 rounds. Not yet. I don't know how much the one size fits all gloves are maybe suited to. Whether they're sort of cover a variety of people, whether they're sort of set for a certain you know, between this size and this size, and maybe I'm just outside of that. So I am wearing it still. It is very comfortable to wear. The grip on it is very, very good. I just feel that it maybe could be slightly better, but I understand the reasons why they've done that. So at a dress, it looks really smart. I can't really see anything other than this black strip and this maybe white little corner. The grip is constant, the grip is maybe, there's no slip in there. And it's just a nice feel overall. What's quite nice about this glove is the fact that you have the neoprene, so where you'd get the sweat across this part of your hand, across your knuckles, you don't really feel that. It's just a nice cooling feel. So one thing that does slightly concern me is the fact here, kangaroo leather. Now I hope that's not kangaroo leather. But again, it gives you a flexi fit, instant fit. And I'm hoping because it's an Aqua Control glove, it will give me good feel and texture and grip when it's raining. Obviously tonight, I'm sure there'll be a rain cloud somewhere soon. With all my reviews, I want to try and give a fair, honest, impartial advice and sort of opinion of a product, which I will do. So how can you improve on a glove is a very difficult question to ask. Well, 4 fingers and a thumb, it's got a Velcro, it's got a bit you put your hand into. There's not really a lot else you could probably do. One thing I maybe would like to see is something to stop discoloration, something to maybe make your glove last longer, something that maybe if you put your glove accidentally through the washing machine and the tumble dryer, it wouldn't get completely ruined. But playing in the dry, this glove really stands up to the test. It's comfortable, it's grippy. Okay, so with all product tests, you need to really put it through all elements. Here in the height of summer, we have a heat wave at the moment, so there's no chance of any rain. What it means is I have to bring the rain to you. Hiya. It's so cold. Okay. Oh. So let's get this nice and wet now. That water's freezing. Oh. Well, hang on. Ready? Oh. Okay. So. I'm a bit wet now. I need you to go back again in a minute. Right, the grip itself has gone quite soggy, quite baggy again. The front of it has gone extremely slippery. However, when I grip the club, the grip's actually really, really solid still. I can feel it slipping ever so slightly on top of my palm as I'm trying to squeeze it out. But oh, so wet. But it is a really solid feel still. Let's hit a few more balls. Oh. As I grip down, I can feel the glove ever so slightly twisting, which creates a bit of a sag. Now I've got quite a tight grip anyway, which probably isn't great, but if I go for a slightly looser grip, starting to twist ever so slightly in my hand. It's holding out quite well, to be fair. Do you know what? overall, this grip's actually held up really well in this test. The only thing that has happened now, and since it's been wet, is these bits here are starting to just stretch ever so slightly, pulling the stitching down. I don't know if you can see in there, the stitching is coming out some more. And it's quite baggy, it's quite loose. It still grips really well, could be better, but could be a lot worse. So they've done quite well on this glove. So it's much harder to put on your hand when the glove's wet, and you get this sort of sharp finger effect. Now actually, as I've looked a little bit closer at the glove, since it's got wet, the blue is starting to come off. So maybe this is a glove that I think will be perfect for your one-off competition. If you want to go out there, Captain's Charity Day or a fun day that you're going to just go for an all-out colour, I wouldn't use this all season round. Next up is the Aqua Control. Not looking forward to getting soaked again. That water is bitterly cold. Round 2. Go. It's so cold. You go higher if you can. Right. Now so far this grip feels so much more solid. Now the Zoom Aqua Control, the grip here is phenomenal. There's no budge, there's no movement, there's nothing. There's no snags because it's already really tight. Now again, I had a nice tight grip there, but if I go a little bit looser, oh. Okay. Now that water was cold. Right, squeeze that one out. Try putting it back on with wet hands. If you're playing in the wet, you're going to have wet hands, wet gloves. You're probably going to take it off the putt. Oh, it's just so much harder to get on when it's wet. Right, in fact, I can feel just doing that, the grip that I have. I reckon if I got hold of my club and try to twist it, that is not moving at all. Yeah, I felt with the Golfsnake glove, the movement when it was wet was too much to handle and to control. Right, I am going inside to get dry, and I'll come back to you shortly with my verdict. Okay, so my final thoughts and feelings about this product. Now this is normally the time when I tell you to stop what you're doing, drop everything, go to the shops and buy this product. However, I'm not really going to do that today. So I've actually was going to do this last night, but I've waited to the morning to see how these dry. Now, the Zoom Aqua Control has dried really well. It's actually shrank a little bit, which means it's a little bit tighter to get on, but when you put it on and you wear it for a little while, it does actually loosen up a little bit, which is fine. The Golfsnake, I'm going to say it's completely ruined. It's gone crispy, it's inside's a little bit sort of not anywhere near as nice as it was. You try and put it on, it's all dry, and then the grip in it has gone. The thumb has completely misshapen. I've got a pointy tip on the end. I'm really disappointed, to be honest, because I didn't actually like this glove when it was being used in the dry. I would have suggested, I mean, this glove could be used for slightly cooler mornings, slightly cooler days when there's no rain but there is maybe a slight wind, because the fleece inside did keep your hand really warm. In the hot days it got a little bit too hot, and then when it's wet it it maybe withheld the test, but drying wise, it's knackered. So it's a real shame. So for the Golfsnake glove, I would recommend maybe going to buy one if you're looking to get a bit of colour in your game, but do not wear it in the rain because it just won't be the same again. However, the Aqua Zoom glove, so the Zoom Aqua Control, however, the Zoom Aqua Control glove really sort of withstood the test. It was comfortable to wear during the course playing, it was comfortable to wear during the rain shower, it held the grip really well, and afterwards it was fine. It's dried as it was yesterday, and yeah, I would, of the two gloves, I would recommend this one over this. I'm not entirely convinced about the styling or the make of it, however, it's a good glove. Okay, so that's it for me for today for this product review. If you've enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up and please comment below your views on the gloves, any questions you have and what you'd like to see me review next. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, bye!